after I was done being an IT tech, I went into a law firm, which I was a receptionist there. They needed somebody who could be bilingual, that can answer the phones and really get in contact with the customers, and the ladies that were Hispanic and they had their kids in jail, and they really needed to get somebody who just can understand them and have some compassion over them. So I was working a lot with people who were doing DUIs, and they were doing injuries. So when they had a car crash, they can call us, and we can try to get them as much money as possible from the other person, depending on when they went to their chiropractic and their medical exams and all this stuff. And after that, we can help them out by doing that. So from there, um, all right. So the interview process was like, all right. So we need somebody bilingual. All right. So how do we know you're bilingual? So we're gonna give you a law, this paper that was just I think it was pressing charges on somebody. So I had to translate all of that. So I worked on that. I wrote it up. I printed it. I brought it to the interview. They saw it. They're like, "Oh, this looks great." So they noticed that that I could be a great fit. So I went the next day. Then I started. Typical morning was I had to check the calls. I had to check the emails. I had to return emails. I had to receive fax. When I received fax, I had to update it in their portfolios. I had to talk a lot with the police department, with people that were witnesses of anything. I had to get insurance payments. I had to just put everything that was on paper into digital, digital into paper. So there was copies of everything, and I had to keep up to date onto everything, and I had to keep the calendar up to date, especially because if the lawyer had an appointment the next day and I did not put it there, he's gonna miss that case, and it can go terribly wrong. So you never want to miss a court day, obviously. And yeah, just keeping in contact with the lawyer. Also, if the lawyer wanted to press charges on anybody and stuff, then he can I can write it up and I can send it and deliver it, receive mail, organize mail, put the mail bills on in his office. Then I was like I was working with the paralegal, because when you're in a law firm office, you start from the bottom, so you can go from being a receptionist, from receptionist to paralegal, and from paralegal you can work as the right hand man to the lawyer. You can become a lawyer also and work in the law firm. So that's kind of how that goes. And yeah, it was just pretty straightforward job. Nothing too hard about it. Obviously, just understanding all the law terminology and getting a good understanding, not being afraid of talking on the phones, having great customer service, being compassionate towards everyone, and yeah, just pretty much that's how it was a typical job as being a receptionist for a lawyer. So then after that, I went into back into IT. So I went to go do desktop support for all the POS systems. It was kind of like a call center. So I'll tell you guys about that job on the next